Despite featuring Thomas and Friends characters, this video is not targeted or intended for kids in any shape or form. Yeah, I'm really going to be adding these at the beginning of these kinds of videos from here on out, aren't I? Whatever.
Well, boys, it's the start of a new year. Who's ready to make their resolution first?
I suppose I can go first, but before I do, Rusty, what are you doing here?
I thought this was a gathering for diesels.
Well, it is, but it's usually just us. We weren't expecting you to show up.
How did you even get here? I just wanted to feel included.
Well, you are our friend. Okay, you can stay, Rusty.
Wowie zowie! Thank you, guys!
Right, now that that's taken care of, Diesel, you said that you want to go first? Yes. My resolution for last year was to be a better engine, and I say that turned out quite well for me and everyone, so my resolution for this year is to finally get into a relationship with someone.
Oh, that's nice, Diesel, but I don't think it's really necessary to get into a relationship. I mean, most of the engines on Soda are all single, and they don't seem to be bothered by that.
Honestly, I find the idea of us engines getting into relationships to be rather silly. I mean, I've had some feelings for some engines back when I was on the mainland, but even then, I never chose to get together with any of them. Not because I was afraid, I just didn't feel the need to. I'd rather keep them as close friends of mine because it doesn't hurt me. Of course, I'm not close with any of them now, as that was over 13 years ago.
I have to agree with Paxton and Norman on this one.
Wait, Diesel 10, weren't you in a relationship with someone once?
Yeah?
When did this happen?
About 9 years ago, I was going out with Mavis for about 6 months, and then I broke up with her when she fell for someone else.
Who did she fall for?
Douglas.
Wow, that's gotta suck. You went out with her too for a brief period of time. Yeah, for 3 weeks.
Did you end a relationship with her too?
No, she did. I was too psychotic for her at the time.
When did that occur?
I don't know, like a year after she went out with Diesel 10, but let's just stop talking about our previous relationships, okay? Okay, so any particular engine you have your eyes set on now? I feel like I have a better chance with asking Daisy now.
Good luck with that.
Why?
No reason.
Wait, did you go out with... Okay, subject change. Who wants to make their resolution next?
I guess I can go. My resolution is to just continue what I'm best at and be a really useful, hard-working engine.
Is that it?
Yes.
Alright. Sydney, how about you?
My resolution for this year is to try and remember things better.
That's your resolution for every year and you always forget it.
What do I forget?
You just Never mind. Norman, you're next. My resolution for this year is to have more screen time in the series.
Norman? Yes? The series ended 4 years ago.
It did?
Yes.
Why didn't anyone tell me that? We did 4 years ago. I don't think you were listening. Well, I feel silly. What about you, Diesel 10? Not sure. I've always had the desire to pull a passenger train. Still like to do that. I guess that's my resolution for this year, to pull a passenger train.
Okay then. Rusty, what about you? My resolution is to find out who's been stalking me for the last 2 years.
Whoa, hold up. Someone's been stalking you?
Yes? How do you know? I keep on hearing weird noises at times when I'm at work or asleep. Scarloey says it's just in my head, and Duncan thinks I'm crazy, but I promise I'm not. Have you talked to Mr. Percival about it? I have, but without knowing who it is, there's nothing that he can do. This year I hope to finally find out who that psycho is. Even if I'm not able to get my wheels on them, I'd at least like to know who it is.
Well, we wish you luck in finding out who it is.
Thanks, everyone. The weird thing is that this isn't the first time I was stalked before. It happened for a bit back in '98, but it didn't come about again until 2 years ago.
Wasn't '98 the same year you had that incident with someone?
Yes?
What incident?
Some rock tried to murder Rusty or something.
Didn't it get moved to a hill by the old quarry you used to work at?
It did, but it disappeared after some time. When?
About 3 years after it went rogue on the railway. No one knows what happened to it.
Rusty, doesn't the boulder's disappearance and you getting stalked around that time feel a little sus to you? Ugh.
Not really, no. I try not to think about it that much.
Well, may I suggest that you sleep with one eye open tonight?
Why?
Well, I have a feeling of who your stalker might be.
Who do you have in mind?
I'd say I have